Why were all the girls you dated sluts? If you're one of the more average one, you probably experienced a lot of unfulfilled relationships in your lifespan. You probably had relationships where ultimately you just wasted your time on the end. This reminds me of an extreme story that I have. It's actually about my friend. You know, he had a girl that always cheated on him. And eventually he got so used to it that he even said to me, "Oh, this is normal." I was like, "What the you know? Like a fucking cock, man. You do not want to be like that guy, right? You do not want to be like my friend." And look, there's a difference between wanting a long-term relationship and just wanting to hook up, right? This video is for the people that are searching for a long-term relationship. So this is the first mistake that I want to talk about. And it comes down to you search in the wrong places. This is most likely you. You go out in a club, you know, you find a girl to fuck, or you use dating apps and link up through there. And like that's okay if you just want to hook up, of course. But for the people that actually think you're gonna find your wife in a club, and there are people like that, you know, you're completely wrong. You will never find a quality woman, you know, a woman that is God fearing in a degenerate place like the club. Like this should be common knowledge, but there's a lot of guys that actually still believe this and still make that same mistake again and again. I'm gonna mention this point a lot throughout this video, but never spend your time on like easy sources of sex, because that's never gonna get you where you wanna be in terms of quality relationships. Never expect something wholly from a degenerate place like the club. And I would even put dating apps in there as well. Dating apps are also not good, man. I mean, for most men, it doesn't even do anything. Yeah, so the first mistake is don't search at the wrong places. So the second mistake that men are making is you have to attract, don't approach. And the main topic here is basically women's psychology, and more specifically hypergamy. Hypergamy basically means, like, just really simple, the woman needs to perceive you as being better than her, you know? If you want to know more about like hypergamy in dating, like in specific when it comes to like women's psychology, I would recommend you to check out Casey Zander, right? But like that's something different right now. Yeah, so basically the most important thing is she has to see you as somebody better. You have to position yourself to be approached, get approached. You know, I never approached a woman in my life, and I got what I wanted at the end. You know, you should definitely put your time into yourself. It's gonna reward you way more than just going out there and like cold approaching, in my opinion. And I know there's a lot of guys that are gonna say, "Yo, it should be the other way around. The men need to approach, not the woman." In my opinion, that's just counterproductive. If you spend your time on improving your looks, going into the gym, you know, you already know whatever, right? You already know what you have to do. You don't have to worry about that. You just live your life the way you want to live your life. And if a girl comes into your life, you just decide, do I want to proceed with the relationship or not? And it's way better and simpler that way. So, attract, don't approach. So the third mistake: stop obsessing over women. Women are just as human as you. You should never see a woman as something more than you. And like, I know it's easier said than done for like most men, especially if you encounter like a popular or like a beautiful girl. I know it's hard to just say that, but it's the truth, like, right? Like, you know it, I know it. Women are nothing special. The only special woman in your life that you should take seriously, remotely seriously, is going to be your future wife. And I'm going to tell you what you should look for in the last segment. But the only special woman in your life will always be your wife. Like, but you don't have a wife yet, right? So like, don't worry about that right now. As I previously mentioned, you should already have a fulfilling life, right? Before you even start thinking about girls. You have to search for your purpose. But most importantly, like, bro, start searching for God, man. That's what I'm going to say. If you don't take anything from this video, just take this. Everything comes from God. And one day you will realize it. But this video isn't like really about this, but like for this point, for this segment, if you can't yet put your life into a woman, put it into God. So stop obsessing over women. They are not special, man. So when do you commit? If you did all the previously mentioned steps: no dating apps, no clubs for easy sex. Second point: don't approach. Don't waste your time on it. Let yourself get approached. And the third point: realize that girls are exactly the same human being as you. Like, they're human just like you. Don't think they're special. You say like, okay, when do I commit? Oh, I did all this. Okay, now it's pretty simple, man. Your future wife, the girl that you're looking for, will always and always come to you naturally. First of all, unexpectedly, it's a better word. And the girl will get sent in your life, will be in your life through God. It's all God's plan, and you will realize this. You will see this. You will see this and realize this pretty obviously. If you want a relationship worth committing to, it's only gonna come through God and from a sinless perspective on life. You can't be fucking every girl you see and then expecting to find a wife randomly, finding a good quality woman randomly. No. But let me tell you this to end off the video. I manifested my girlfriend. I manifested my relationship. Not exactly manifested, but I used some secrets. But that is for a different video.